Mr. Young and Foreign.
Get to the gut!
Your podcast sucks!
Hey, what is going on, people? How are we doing? And as you can see, we have a very special guest here with us on the show today. But, as always, it is Mr. Young, alive and well. The COVID had me down for a 2 count, but not a 3 count, my friends. Not a 3 count.
Yeah, man, it's Foreign in the building, bro. Like, guys, it's been a great week of pro wrestling, and I think it's not just enough to have a Malay guy and a Chinese guy talk about wrestling. Also, must have racial harmony. Everyone in talk about wrestling. Come, let's go.
What? Okay, joining us on the podcast here today, he's from the Vadapoche podcast. Please tell us a little bit more about the podcast. Yuva, welcome.
So what's up, guys?
Yo.
Yeah. So you're glad to represent the Indian community. So I guess. The podcast is basically like a comedy podcast. It's done in Tamil and English. It's like a mix of both languages, because most local Indians do speak in a mix rather than one dedicated language. We talk about anything and everything under the sun. That's how we brand it. The whole purpose of it is to talk about things that we talk about in society, anything in pop culture, and we just cover those things and we try to put a comical spin on it. It's just basically like guys saying, like just you guys, but not talking about wrestling yet.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
I love it. He's got the elevator pitch down. Like you ask him what's the podcast about, bam, nailed it right out there. Very cool, very cool. So, please go check out the Vadapoche podcast, you guys. In the meantime, though, you are here to join us to talk a little bit about wrestling as we come off a really, really good Full Gear. We head towards a rather lackluster Survivor Series. So let me say hi to the chat, by the way. Chat, what's up? Please feel free to throw any questions you have at us. If you have something to say about Full Gear, you're like, oh my god, Full Gear was the best pay-per-view in the universe. Please tell us, okay?
And also, we need to give a bit of context about like my connection with Yuva, because I need to bust his balls a bit. Because he come across as so formal and like very quiet.
Only 1 minute, bro.
Bro, no. Okay, so both of us we went to poly together. We were in the same school of media, and he is a super huge wrestling fan. We were talking wrestling all the time. And another interesting tidbit was I was at his house. We were watching WrestleMania 30 live.
What?
So both of us saw Undertaker got pinned for the first time ever by Brock Lesnar together. So we both experienced that moment live. So I think we've gone through a lot of shit together watching wrestling, bro.
I think, Fahad, my reaction to the streak breaking is still something.
I should have filmed it, bro. He looked like the guy at the front row.
The big bulging eye guy.
I was pissed off. I legit thought I was pissed off. I thought it was I thought Brock did business for himself and things like that. I was one of those guys.
Because Yuva was he's a long time Undertaker fan. So like that probably affected him the most out of everyone I know.
So, pivoting off of that, right? Here's an interesting question then. At this point in pro wrestling, is there anything that would make you feel that way? Or have we grown out of that phase already?
I think we have... I mean, to compare something to the streak will be a little bit difficult because it took like a 20 plus year build.
Sure.
But there were certain characters that had promise. Like if you look at The Fiend, the way they booked him to lose his like first world title match, and that was horrible. I think now my perspective is that they're killing their own momentum and their own promise of the potential of creating these streak-like moments.
Sure.
They're not even allowing to give the storylines and the characters this opportunity to build towards something like that. So that's the frustrating part.
But bro, you do realize as we talk of streaks and undefeated at events, there's still one streak that holds true, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? Foreign.
What streak are you talking about?
Mansoor at Saudi Mania, baby. Undefeated at Saudi Mania, okay?
Yeah, we call it the Muslim streak, bro. Cannot break fast, so cannot break the streak also.
Yeah, he cannot be beat. Who will be the one to break the Mansoor streak? We'll find out soon enough, I guess. Rishi, Tovakin, hello. Thanks for dropping by chat, by the way. It's good to see you all.
Yo, man, thanks for the usuals to come. We're going to have a great episode. We're going to talk about Full Gear right now. I think let's just jump right onto it because it's still fresh on everyone's minds.
Ooh, okay, was this the best pay-per-view of the year? Let me just go out there and ask right now. Go ahead, guys.
Man, here's the thing, because I remember when All Out came and when I thought that was like the best pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah.
But this one, right, if you think about it, it's actually the first time AEW had their full roster with all the new additions in. So this is like our first look at AEW's proper potential.
Yep.
And I think they really knocked it out of the park, in my opinion.
Full Gear versus Saudi Mania. Because
that's the
remember
thing.
when Crown Jewel came out, we were like, but when it finally happened, it was like, wow, this was actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Crown Jewel was definitely WWE's best book pay-per-view of the year. But I think overall, in terms of excitement, in terms of build, I think Full Gear really, I think was the best of the year, my opinion, personally.
Yuva, what about you?
Yeah, same. I have to get. I actually thought it was All Out first, but then after seeing the way they built stories to this and like the Hangman Page story, Eddie Kingston, CM Punk, the way, I mean, Eddie Kingston, CM Punk was a bit quickly booked, but there's already a backstory to it. And I think every match had it's like, I mean, certain matches had payoffs and certain matches were like, I think it's part of a longer program, but you can see that everything had a purpose in the long run, or either he's wrapping something up or doing something new, and the matches were good also. So it wasn't like in my opinion, I think people may disagree, we might find out later, but it wasn't meaningless spot fest only. It was like there was some psychology involved in the matches and things like that. So from a wrestling and build perspective, yeah, to be honest, to me it's the best so far.
I heard meaningless spot fest, so you're talking about the Young Bucks match, right?
Without giving too much away. Yeah.
Okay, we won't dive into that yet. Okay, let's jump into the card proper, shall we? Did you guys watch the buy-in? I did not.
I didn't.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, apparently Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa beat Jamie Hayter and Nyla Rose. So, from what I read, like, it was just a meh sort of a match. So, okay, whatever, you know.
I mean, okay, if there's one chink in AEW's armor, I think it's well documented. It's their women's division. The attempt for them to kind of like, you know, make it a bit deeper, you know, having more secondary feuds is great. Yeah. But it's not enough to care.
Yeah, and I still don't understand the whole idea behind the TBS title. I really don't. In a division that's shallow, but we've talked about that to death. MJF, Darby Allin, first match out of the gate. As this match went on, I was like, okay, this makes perfect sense because you had so much heat going on. And the finish, though. Yuva, what did you think?
This was my favorite match. Because, okay, I'll touch a bit on the meaningless spot fest thing. So, because to be honest, if you look at this match, right, they had a lot of spots, a lot of false finishes. They were rolling around the ring and all that.
Yeah.
So, but in the context of the match, right, the story that they told made sense to me. It's like this guy who's probably outcasted growing up, and this guy who had a silver spoon up his mouth.
Yep.
Growing up, the story told itself, and in the match, it's like they couldn't get one over each other, so doing different things to get over one another. And I thought the story that they told in the ring was damn good.
Yeah.
With regards to the spots they did, the pacing, the facial reactions that they had, and everything. So yeah, to me, this was the best match. I watched it. It's like, wow, how's the rest of the show gonna follow?
I think they really hammered home the point of, I could beat you with a headlock. That was the whole thing, right? Like a wrestling match. And then you had moments where Darby Allin was trying to wrestle a proper match without doing his daredevil tactics and stuff like that. So, Foreign, what did you think?
I feel like this can be AEW's marquee rivalry like 5 years down the road, even 10 years. This felt like watching The Rock versus Triple H at SummerSlam 98, you know, when it's just going to be a tease of what's to come. This felt like Randy Orton going off against John Cena at the very beginning. My biggest gripe, I always thought both of them looked a bit too small to be main eventers, but I think they won me over by how well they exhibit their character. You know what I mean? Like the connect is very undeniable. You hear the pop from the crowd, right? For both their entrances, you know that if nothing else, the AEW fans are super connected with them. And I think this year was a great year for the so-called young pillars of AEW. I think all four of them, came to their own this year. Jungle Boy and Sammy Guevara as well are included. Definitely a great opening match and set the tone. Can you believe both of them are like in their 20s?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Crazy, yeah.
And of course, MJF won with the diamond, the what ring? The Diamond Dallas Page ring, whatever the hell lah.
Diamond Mine.
Diamond ring lah.
Roderick Strong, right?
Punch the fella in the face and then headlock takedown. That was perfect. I mean, all this means is the feud continues, and I can stand to see more of this shit lah.
Yeah, and you guys brought up a great point. Like, I think the problem with AEW at the beginning, it was too many sport fest, right?
Yeah.
Now you can tell they have a proper wrestling in the matches. Yeah.
Well, sports for the sake of sports. That was what the Young Bucks used to do, right? Sports just to get the ahs. But we know that when they are in there with people who can tell a proper story, they will actually calm the F down and do things properly one now. You know, we've seen matches like this with them before. It's just that most of the time when they're in there with their friends, they're like, okay, like anyhow, like just every spot out the, wahoo. These two at least went in there and, when they were doing the rolling around thing, it was all playing towards the whole, you can't wrestle, I'm a better wrestler than you angle.
Yeah. Can I say that MJF has the best suicide dive in the business? His suicide dive out of the ring felt like a missile, bro. It's like super sudden and the impact is amazing, man.
You mean the Tope Suicida?
Yeah, like the Tope Kan Hero. All the weird ass names, but yeah, you know what I mean.
For MJF, right? Speaking of best, right? I think you cannot come up with a better heel entrance music, right, than the MJF one.
It's so douchey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the moment the starting come out, you can hear the boost non-stop. Yeah, I mean, I think he's the one of the only people left that really maintain their gimmick. He never lets out his gimmick even in social media and stuff, which is great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Baron Corbin used to be that guy, and then all of a sudden he became happy, and now it's just bullshit. Anyway, let's not go there. Good way to kick off the card, huh?
Yeah.
Great way, I would say. Next match, Lucha Bros versus FTR for the AEW Tag Team Championships.
Speaking of entrances, can I say something about FTR's entrance?
It's super chibai lah, their entrance. It's damn funny. I love it.
Okay, I thought it was so fucking... Why they suddenly got like Euro disco music, right?
It's
then I
supposed
did
to
some
be
research.
Yeah.
Guess what? Like their entrance is actually a remix, a tribute to the Midnight Express's team.
Is it?
Yeah, you guys go Google Midnight Express team, right? They came out to like Giorgio Moroder type of music, like this kind of like Daft Punk kind of music, and it's actually their own tribute to it. Like even Jim Cornette actually mentioned it. They guys just ripped off Midnight Express, and like I think that's amazing for old school fans, lah. If they get the reference.
What did y'all think of the match?
Was good, in my opinion. But like, one mistake I made was I held everything else from the MJF and WLN. I held everything else to the standard because I mean that's what the kickoff match is supposed to do anyway.
Yeah.
So when I watched that, I was like, still not as good as the first one, but it's still good, especially that pile driver false finish.
Right. I thought the end was a little bit overbooked, with the masks and everything. But I guess the whole idea is next week they'll come in and complain, you pinned the wrong guy, not counted, typical heel stuff. So I guess I forgive that. But yeah, at the end it got a bit confusing with the mask. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I felt like they were trying to overcomplicate it just to appear smart.
Yeah.
But bro, FTR I think deserves another run with the title. Yeah. For sure.
I mean, we all know from our own experience when they were here in Singapore as well how great FTR are, right?
Yeah. Yuba, do you know the story, Yuba?
Which one?
When me and Young went to watch WWE in 2019, when they came to Singapore that time, we both interacted with the Revival at the front.
Oh, really? I thought it was with Lashley only.
No, so we were at the corner, right? So FTR actually like size up Young and like look him right in the eye and like be fucking heels, bro.
Yeah, they did the whole like, and then like I flinched, then they were like, ha, you flinch, ha, So they did like typical heel shit, like, which was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, so they pick a fight with us in the crowd. The people in the crowd, they pick a fight. It was fucking funny, bro.
Yeah.
They sold us that night.
Yeah. Great match. I can't wait to see more of them. I just hope they don't go up against the Young Bucks again. That's all I can say, because for whatever reason, they can have great matches against everybody except for the Young Bucks.
Do you
the
think
Lucha
that they're
Bros
holding them down?
I don't want to say lah. Who knows? But
yeah.
I don't know also lah.
Yeah.
Don't want to think so much.
Hey, Jason just dropped by chat saying, Jason from Brunei here, Cody is more Triple H than Triple H. Thank you and good night. Oh boy. Okay, we'll get there soon, okay? We are not there yet. Bryan Danielson, you guys, versus Miro. How many times did JR almost say Daniel Bryan? Okay lah.
Give chance lah.
Yeah. To be fair,
Yeah.
I do the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
But
Brian
Say, say.
Danielson is like a mouthful.
It is.
So in this scenario, it makes sense that WWE cut down his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what do you guys think of the way he's wrestling in AEW?
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he really approaching every match like I'm gonna do a different finisher to end the match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it make him not? I mean, because he can afford to do that because he already has a name. People know who he is, right?
Yeah.
So if you gave a young up and comer that sort of a moveset and style, would that still work? I would say no. I would say people are like, who does this guy think he is? You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
a bit shock sendiri lah.
Yeah, yeah.
But because it's Brian Danielson, we give him chance. But can we talk about how awesome Miro's character is? God's forsaken champion.
No, like we always talk about, no matter how ridiculous a character is, as long as the person playing it buys into it 100%, then you start connecting to it. And I can feel like Miro really believes this, whatever
Yeah.
character he's doing, is God's chosen warrior character lah.
Is he writing his shit? Because it's
I hope so.
amazing.
I hope so, yeah.
I think he's writing better scripts than actual script writers. But like Loki, he's like top 5 my favorite promo guy in AEW. And who would have thought, right?
Yeah. This one, of course, was the AEW World Championship eliminated. Brian Danielson won. Any surprise here?
No lah, because it's kind of obvious that Miro was the last minute replacement for Moxley, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think then Brian Danielson would have all along gone on to win. But I think Miro, for a last minute replacement, really made a compelling case that he could have won. It would have made sense as a heel to go against the face champion lah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't know that the champ was going to be a face light at this point, so it was all up in the air.
Yeah. So I think enough of a a doubt lah that was created. Sorry, Yuval, you were saying.
No, I actually wanted Miro to win. I know it's the last minute stuff, but I actually wanted Miro to win. You know why? Because you can, as a fan, like people who've been watching wrestling for a very long will know that Brian Danielson is gonna win. So I always wanted that a little bit. You always have the little bit of a room of a doubt because he's AEW and all that, because he's a new company and all that. I was hoping for Miro to win because I wanted to see what he will do given the opportunity as well. And Brian Danielson just came into AEW. So in my opinion, I think they shouldn't put him into the title picture so soon, because that's what WWE does all the time. When there's a new face, there's a star, somebody with a star power, straight you're number one contender for no reason. So I wanted a little bit more of a program from Brian Danielson and then pay off with the title. But Miro has been there for quite a while already, so I wanted to see Miro do something new.
Right. So it's like almost his due lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, especially after going through all that best friends bullshit or best man nonsense.
Yeah, that could have like really swayed his career. I'm so glad he's back on track.
Yeah.
And I think with this character, he definitely needs to be a world champion somehow. I think he deserves it.
Like, I hear what you're saying in the whole bring in somebody new, let them marinate for a while before pushing them to the title. But then we've seen cases of people doing that, but they're nowhere near the title scene, a la Christian Cage. Who else has come in? Miro, has come in sort of, you know, like, oh my god, he could be a contender. Nah, you know.
The missed opportunity, the biggest one, bro.
Who?
Sean Spears.
Fuck lah, Sean Spears, the chairman. Okay, let's move on then. Christian Cage, talking about Christian Cage and Jurassic Express defeated the Super Click. Adam Cole having a bunch of fun with his best friends. Falls count anywhere match.
We never even mentioned Adam Cole. Do you think Adam Cole is like missing out his opportunity, losing his momentum in what he's doing right now?
I think he's just having fun. And given the current climate of the main event scene, why shove yourself in there and get lost with Bryan Danielson and let CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and the Kenny Omega, all of them, let them have their shine first. And later on, then, you know, disconnect with the Super Click. Like, he can always turn on them. You know, now they got Bobby Fish. I'm pretty sure Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly are going to defect soon enough. Then at some point in the future, you can have Undisputed Era versus the Elite. And shit, people would pay to see that, right?
So will it be called the Disputed Era or Undefeated period?
Diamond Mine, bro.
That diamond, the undefeated period. I like that.
UP.
Oh god. But you know, like that's on the cards, right? And that is definitely a few people want to see. So I think he's just biding his time, lah. So we don't have to worry too much about Adam. Plus, he's best friends with the Young Bucks, so surely got some title on the horizon one, you know?
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes over to the TNT Championship and wins it from Sammy Guevara.
Sure, yeah, I would
That
love to
might
see
be
that.
a slow build, but I think it's a great way for Elite to expand themselves.
Yeah. Okay, so this match, what did you guys think? I mean, false count anywhere. It was a big spot fest clusterfuck lah, but it's meant to be. So you can't argue that.
Man, okay, like for me, right, I just felt like they tried their best to highlight Jungle Boy, and I think Jungle Boy, I don't know, is it the last couple of months whether he together with NRJ or what, but he got more confidence lah now. Like he looks more assured in the ring. You get what I mean?
It's the facial hair, bro. He grew out his facial hair, and now he more man.
The beard lah, bro. He take from you, reference from you, bro.
I see reference for you, and he shave all the mustache already. There, sit down. And then sit down, wait to get kicked.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, that spot was fucking funny, sir. Okay, but who else, right, can grow a beard but still look like a 16-year-old boy?
Jungle Boy.
Exactly.
But I mean, I'm glad for Jungle Boy that someone like JR is there, because you know why? Like JR has said this before. The reason he always calls him by his actual name, right? Jack Perry, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, Jungle Boy Jack Perry. The reason he said that because A, he thinks he has a great future, and B, he can't be Jungle Boy forever.
Yeah.
At some point, people need to know his name is actually Jack Perry, so that in the future, when he drops the Jungle Boy gimmick, at least people know, oh, it's Jack Perry. So that's where, like to me, like that's the biggest takeaway. Like, oh, JR knows his shit. You know, like he knows the power of branding, right? So I'm glad for Jungle Boy that JR is there to actually give him a name.
Yeah, and of course, knowing his history, like his dad is a famous
Actor,
actor and all that.
Yep.
I feel like his connections to Hollywood will be great, and I think he can be one of those like mainstream crossover stars for AEW in the future.
Yeah. Luchasaurus. Like, didn't we in the early days of AEW talk about Luchasaurus like, wow, he has a lot of potential. Like, look at this big guy that can do moonsaults and shit like that, standing moonsaults, right? Like, okay, 2021, what are your thoughts on Luchasaurus?
Recently, I think there was a previous show recently where the fans were chanting his name quite a bit.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's still hot lah.
He's still hot. But the thing is, right, with him, I don't know why. Is it he hasn't been given an opportunity to like talk much or something, but you can't really resonate with the character much.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
But his ring work is up there lah.
Well, okay, you compare that to, like, for example, a Kane. I know it is a weird comparison, right? But if there was a WWE comparison, I would compare him to Kane because he's a mask guy. He doesn't really talk a lot. And he's sort of like, you have to suspend your disbelief to buy into that character. That's why I compare him to Kane. But Kane was more compelling, even though he never really talked that much. Is it because he was always involved with The Undertaker and by association? So Luchasaurus needs to associate himself with somebody of a bigger stature?
Yeah, I agree. Because I feel like Kane came straight away, had an aura. But Luchasaurus came in with Marco Stunt, bro. So he's like, I mean, you want to take him seriously, but then he's doing like nonsense shit. So it's a bit tough. But I think if he ever snaps and goes into serious mode, I think he'll be freaking compelling.
Also, his work is still a bit rough around the edges. Because he keeps showing up on Botchamania, so I'm like, okay, I cannot.
Do you remember that this one time he tried to do like a tail whip kick and then like completely missed, but the guy sold it?
And it's like, what? The force of the wind blew the guy down.
Oh man!
I like from for his size, right? He has a lot of. I know he's been in there for quite some time, but for his size, he has a lot of athleticism. So if he can polish himself around the edges, right? Then, like Farhan said, if he turns heel suddenly, right? I think you can build like a whole good program around Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy for a while.
Oh yeah,
as well.
For sure. And you see, here's my problem with him, right? Like, and with the whole big man syndrome too. Is like I get that you can do certain moves, but you don't have to do these moves. It's like Brock Lesnar with the shooting star press. Like, you don't need to have him doing shooting star presses every week. right? Just be a horse, be an athletic horse, do some really cool moves, but you don't need to be doing moves that will expose you, lah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of exposing to be talked about later on during the Minneapolis street fight. Oh god. But this match with the thumbtack, knee pads and all that shit. What did you guys think?
It was okay lah. I just had the visual of the three of them young bucks and Uncle sitting at the top of the runway putting on the knee pads. I just found it like, what am I watching now? You know,
It's like they go skating like that.
yeah, like this is funny outside of school, like outside of class. The teacher tell them to go sit down and they're sitting on there.
That's like
It's so weird because I feel like the elite, no matter how great the young bucks is perceived to be by other people, right? It's very hard to take them seriously if you like don't know anything about their history. They look like a couple of like very young, like annoying punks. The one that you always get in trouble in school, like.
Yeah.
But there's nothing scary. Like you think they can beat you up in a real fight? No.
Yeah.
Like,
they look like a bunch of childish punks. Yeah, with and this has become like a trope of theirs, right? Every pay-per-view match, they will bring out like shoes with thumbtacks on the bottom, knee pad with thumbtacks. You know what's next? A helmet with thumbtacks or some bullshit like that. The spot where they shove the thumbtacks into Jungle Boy's mouth. What do you guys think?
I mean, the visual is actually like if you were actually to have that happen to you, that is fucked up lah. Like that is
of course.
painful, right? But I think I don't know, man. Maybe because so desensitized, I don't find them scary or dangerous. That it doesn't look dangerous. It looks lame lah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Like, see, that's the thing, right? Like, we go back to. Do you remember Triple H versus Batista? You know what I want? That match it wasn't the best match, obviously, but it was so brutal because every small little thing they did, you know.
Hell in a Cell.
No, it wasn't Hell in a Cell.
You're talking about the 35
WrestleMania 35,
right?
the one where he took the pliers and like pulled his nose ring out and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like that stuff, even though it was small, it looked painful, right?
Yeah.
Whereas, even like what you just said, every time the Young Bucks come out with some bullshit over the top thing, it looks hokey and it doesn't look painful, even though it's supposed to be painful. So I'm like,
I think it ties down to their facial expression. You know, sometimes when they took the back of the text, they're like ho 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 ho. Like
yeah.
But then, so when you're doing like that, it's like, oh, they're having fun. They're gonna do this. You're not compelled. But then when Triple H was doing that to Batista, he was like, he knew he was gonna do some messed up shit to him.
Yeah.
And Batista was like, no. So when you're watching, you're like, oh shit. This one is like, hey, oh. That's all.
So it boils down to the cell lah, is what you're saying, because one looks intense with purpose, the other one looks like, we're fucking around, we're gonna do this, and
exactly.
To that point, right? Like if you're gonna put thumbtacks in somebody's mouth, make that like your main like high spot and not just a throwaway, right? I want to see Jungle Boy's mouth bleed. Like buy a blood capsule because he had tags in his mouth, for goodness sakes.
Yeah. Okay. Even something like, remember Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy in Hell in a Cell.
He pulled the ear thing.
They pulled the ear, the screwdriver, and he took his time. And because you know Randy Orton's believability, he can be sadistic. You felt it, you know. So I think that's what they're missing. You know, for some reason, right? In a dream scenario, I want the Young Bucks to face APA.
Oh fuck!
I want Farouk and JBL to beat the shit out of them for real. I tell you, the crowd will love it, bro.
I would love it. I would pay. That would be a main event. I would pay to see. Okay.
Hardcore brawl.
Yes,
perfect, bro. Then they will show the Young Bucks what is real violence like. You know.
Okay, so Christian Cage and Jurassic Express win. I mean, to be expected here. Still a decent enough Falls Count Anywhere match, huh?
Yeah, but I think the like you said, like MJF and Darby Allin really set the bar. I think everyone was trying to reach the bar, just below almost, but like you can tell everyone was very motivated to deliver in their matches.
Yeah. Speaking of which, talking about delivering, a man who always delivers, Cody Rhodes and Pac next versus Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo. Okay, tag team match.
Our favorite wrestler, bro.
Oh, well, I mean, he's full on like he probably thinks, you know what, right now? I bet this is what he thinks. I'm John Cena. That's what he thinks. I guarantee you, you know, because he's getting the booze like John Cena got the booze, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you think this is the same as the John Cena phenomenon, or is it something completely different?
Oh no, I don't think so. Okay, for example, right, John Cena, you know who is his audience. The kids. The girls, the women, and like the grown men are the one that is against John Cena.
Yeah.
But who is the one supporting Cody other than his wife? Like who else?
Arn Anderson.
Armed Anderson, is it?
Yeah, Glock and all.
Glock 316 says, I just spilled your brain.
Walao F lah. Yeah, because like I didn't really pay attention. I was probably hepped up on cold medication as well. So I didn't really pay attention. I might have fallen asleep actually. But what did you guys think of this match?
Okay lah.
Okay lah.
Yeah, that's the reaction.
It wasn't bad, but it was okay lah.
Okay, I think I have this observation that I made, right? I felt like this match would have served better as a main event of Dynamite than trying to compete with all these other matches here.
Bro, hold on.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting that the savior of pro wrestling not be on the pay-per-view? How could you? How could you say that, bro? How could you say that?
Come on, bro. They need to. I'd rather put Joey Janela on the card lah than Cody Rhodes right now. Come on.
Wow.
Okay. But here's the problem. Here's my issue with this situation. Because Cody Rhodes is having this weird ass reaction right now, right? Everyone's booing him and all that. I think, right, by association, it's affecting the aura of Malachi Black, unfortunately.
Yep.
Because he had such a great, like, the rivalry already ended already.
Yeah.
If it would have been more impactful if after the rivalry, even though Cody won, but then we were speaking in previous episodes that if Malachi Black turned him just based on fighting with him, that would have been a perfect story.
Yep.
But because Cody insists on staying face, now I feel like this aura that Malachi Black built, like, well, who cares? I beat you and just carry on in my life. And then now he's tagging with Andrade. So now it kind of even devalues him a bit more.
Yeah. If anything, I wish that Malachi and Andrade would just go on and have their own feud because we know that they can go with each other from NXT days, right? And then move away. The key here, move away from Cody Rhodes because I'm sorry, everybody he has feuded against has like their whole push or their vibe, their mystique has just gone to shit.
Yeah, like here in the podcast, we always have a term for Cody Rhodes. He very world, right?
Yeah.
He thinks he is box office. So that's the difference between John Cena. John Cena actually is box office. People will actually buy tickets to see him fight.
Yeah.
But Cody Rhodes, like, none of his feuds have been box office.
No.
Yeah.
Jason actually in the chat brings up a good point, and I noticed this as well. Thanks for reminding me of this. Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone also tried to steer the commentary to support Cody Rhodes, just he's doing his best, blah blah blah. I remember them doing that also. I was like, oh, so are they really going hard in this direction where, oh no, Cody is face, let's cheer Cody, which.
So you know that directive is coming down from Cody himself. He's probably saying like, let me tell this story. But by him telling the crowd, I will not turn, it's like he's not giving the crowd what they want. The whole point about pro wrestling is you have to give the crowd what they want. Even the tease of it at least.
Okay, can I argue though? Can I argue from a different point of view, right? Remember when everyone wanted John Cena to turn, but he didn't turn? Is he taking a page out of that book? Knowing we know full well that he is not John Cena level famous, okay?
Yeah.
But does he think he's John Cena level famous to a point where he's like, I'm going to do the same John Cena thing?
I think that's what they're trying to do because they're well aware that fans want him to turn heel.
Yeah.
And they even like are saying, you can see they're obviously aware, but they're not doing it. So John Cena generated the heat that he did over the years because there was people who hated him and people who loved him. And the reason why people hated him was because his character didn't go heel and there wasn't a variety to his character.
Yep.
So I think, in my opinion, they're hoping to achieve the same sort of trajectory that they did with John Cena by keeping him face.
Right. Yeah, but he's not the same merchandise mover, Hollywood. He's just not lah.
And another problem with Cody Rhodes is he hasn't proven himself at world title level. WWE for sure he was a mid-carder. Even in TNA, he never even won their world title. The only world title I think he's won is the NWA title, which is like territory. It's not the national stage. So he hasn't even proven himself as the face of a promotion.
Yeah. But here's the thing. He's actually a decent worker. Like, his matches are good. This was not a bad match by any stretch of the imagination. The only frustrating thing about him is his grandiose, entrances and promos and bullshit.
I think he's at the same level as Roman Reigns when he was being booed. I think if he can really dial in, and we keep saying that if he turns heel, right, he'll be the biggest heel in wrestling right now. He do you watch The Boys, Yuva? You know the Amazon series, The Boys?
The Boys, Homelander lah.
Yeah, he's really like Homelander. So like I feel like he just needs to play that deluded. I think I'm doing it. I think I'm doing the right thing, but I'm actually evil. It's perfect.
Rishi suggests we need Andrade to move on from this. I agree with you 100%. What has he really done ever since coming in? It's sort of been wishy-washy, right?
Andrade is another one where you say like he should have been pushed from the beginning, but because he wasn't given the attention, then after that, now he's like swept under the rug. He's not one of the other guys already.
I hope Andrade and Malachi don't become like a tag team for no reason. That would be just the worst. Yeah. Now, all of a sudden they are tag team, and Cody and Park do this we don't like each other, but we are tag team.
Yeah. I have a question for you guys. Do you think that AEW is suffering from a overload of talent and roster, but not enough titles?
No, they have enough titles.
What I mean is like they have a world title, they have the TNT title, but like I feel like everyone else, there's just a surplus of people, but they're not contending for titles, and like they can have storylines, sure, but like once the storyline ends, like where to next? You get what I mean? And they're not even playing up their ranking system anymore. Like they mention it briefly, but I wish if they talk about rankings and stuff, at least every match feels like, okay, I win this match, I'm going to go into contention. Something like that lah.
Bro, brand split, bro. Dynamite and Rampage, brand split. Let's go.
Too much wrestling, bro.
Okay, let's move on then. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Ty Conti. What do you guys think?
Decent match.
Yep.
Everything was good. For me, too, in my opinion, Britt Baker has like a vibe of a champion. Like the way she carries herself, and she like knows her shit, she knows her character, and you just get the aura from her. So, but like you guys touched on in the beginning part of the show as well, like the women's division here, I think needs to improve a little bit more. Like for example, like before I explain, right? So you guys know when John Cena says CM Punk in the Money in the Bank in Chicago. You know when John Cena knew he was going to be in for like a big fight, he didn't even do his salute thing. He just walked down to the ring slowly. No expression, all this. But for this one, the commentators built it up as Ty Conti's biggest match in her career, and this a world title match and all that. Then she's like doing this at the entrance. Like when I was watching the idea, like in my opinion, I was hoping for her to come out like serious, like game face on, walk to the ring, wait for the entrance, all that. When I saw things like that, the psychological perspective was like, okay, are they gonna have fun again? Like from a fan's point of view, I know you want them to have fun, but the characters you want them to be serious, and like you'll have the more anticipation when the ref rings the bell and then they go for a lockup and things like that, So these little things I thought can be improved on to match Britt Baker's level as well.
Jason says something that I fully agree with. First of all, it has nothing to do with what you just said, but Ty Conti is rawr. Yes, she's very.
Yuva just gave a very professional answer. Then we're talking about whether she's hot or not.
She hot AF, bro.
Which
hot.
we will agree lah.
Yeah, we will.
That one is, it's a fact.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Even before the match started, like, did anybody really truly believe she had a shot? No. Right? And that's the problem with the division right now. There's nobody who's legitimately a threat to DMD. Like, there's nobody you can just all of a sudden push that goes, that one dangerous, unless it's someone from the outside. Even Ruby Soho came in, had a good, couple of weeks, and then like disappeared.
Yeah. Okay, the thing with Ty, right? The way the commentators build her up, right? Say that she's a multidisciplinary martial artist, blah 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 here and there. Yeah, sure she is, but I've not seen enough in the ring to make her seem like a legitimate threat. The way they describe her is as if she thinks she's Serena Deeb like that.
Bro,
you know?
bro, she blue belt in judo, green belt in pro wrestling because she green AF, bro. Cannot lah. Like
Yeah.
she's not ready for that sort of, you know. She should be maybe qualifying for the TBS title and maybe kind of not making it. That's where she should be. It should be Serena Deeb up here or Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa, yeah.
Or even Hikaru Shida again.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like the number of legitimate like contenders with actual wrestling experience. I think Britt Baker has gone through all of them already.
Yeah. No, but now they are focused on contending for the TBS title, which is like, okay, so which is supposed to be the better title? You know, like
Yeah. You split the division when they don't need to be split.
yeah, you can't afford to split them.
Yeah,
Bro.
it's a bit tough lah. And also like what touching on what Yuva said about their entrance, right? I think what we're trying to go for was trying to make it like a MMA entrance with the flag, the way she dressed up, also like going for an MMA walkout theme.
Yeah.
But like you said, like I'd rather she be serious than look like, oh, she's very awed by the moment, like very overcome by emotion kind of thing. Then I'm really looking at you like, you're not gonna win anyway. So of course, like you enjoy your 10 minutes of fame, but you're gonna go back down the card after this.
But still, bro. Wow. Okay, yeah, not much to talk about in this one. Let's move on. Then CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. I didn't think it was that match. I'm looking at the results. It was the shortest match on the card. But my God, I thought this was one of the better matches on the card. Which proves the point where you don't have to do 10,000 flips.
Exactly.
You just have to tell a good story. Young Bucks, please pay attention.
I read the Players Tribune article that Eddie Kingston wrote right before the match, and I kind of got a good idea of his backstory leading up to this moment, bro. This match feels like CM Punk versus John Cena, but in 2021. But the roles are reversed for CM Punk. Do you think so?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So like I feel like at the end of the day, I think for Eddie Kingston it was like a coming out party. Like he's proving that he can go like and have a compelling promo. Like the promo that happened like a week ago was like amazing, you know, well acclaimed and very deservedly so. But one thing that made this so compelling, this match, right? It felt like a fight more than the and Falls Count Anywhere match. You get what I mean?
Yeah. It felt and looked real. At the end of the day, you know, like the CM Punk and Eddie Kingston, first of all, they are the two most real characters. They're pretty much themselves, right? The way they promo, the way they act, the way they fight, it all looks like a shoot. And at the end of the day, what is pro wrestling? The performance of a fight. And so they got it as close as possible. Like, and when we start talking about the next match, we'll realize how bad a real shoot fighter can look doing a shoot, right?
Terbalik lah dia lah.
It is terbalik, which is the irony of this whole situation, right?
Yeah. But where does this both wrestlers go after this match? Do you think CM Punk and Eddie Kingston will continue having the rivalry? Do you think they will go in separate directions? What do you guys think?
I think they should give it a rest. Like, they already elevated each other. Actually, CM Punk elevated Eddie Kingston more. In fact, I don't know if you heard, the crowd was fully behind Eddie Kingston the whole match. And they were almost booing CM Punk, which was very interesting.
The John Cena tease though, the five knuckle shuffle tease. I smirk at that. And he even mentioned it after the show. He said, like, I just like fucking with people and like taking them on these emotional rides. And he leaned into the fact that the people were booing him. He's like, okay, I can play the de facto heel within the match. Tony Khan mentioned, and I think a lot of people were just shitting on him because he said that, it felt like The Rock versus Hogan.
Hey, relax,
CM Punk felt like The Rock, you know, the crowd turned on him. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know you want to like up your players lah, but I think essentially what he meant is that CM Punk, just for the context of the match, was the heel. But the crowd will still love him after the match. But I think the fact that he can do that was impressive lah.
Yeah.
Jason brings up a very good point. Kingston is the character Kevin Owens tries to be, except non-PG. Agree?
Oh yeah. Great comparison, bro. I think if KO was in this scenario, he will be exactly what Eddie Kingston is doing. I think so too.
You just give it 3 months, bro. Kevin Steen is all elite.
Mark my words, bro. Next year, Kevin Steen wins the Owen Hart Cup.
There you go. Let's go. Rishi says Punk versus MJF would be a great promo battle. Book it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure, man. I think I would love to see Punk getting called out by other people. I think that's the only way to progress his character, because I think Young, you talk about it, like when he came back, he happy to be here, blah blah blah. People was like, what else is there to CM Punk? But I think the best version of him is when he gets challenged by other people.
Yeah, so far he hasn't had that one challenger that will be up to his level, right? Like, you just know, okay, like he's going to be in a match with whoever he will win one. They're not going to book him to lose. They're going to book him strong. So, same with Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson for me right now. So, who is that next challenger? I mean, I guess we'll, see like in the next few matches. Okay, let's move on then. Oh God, here we go. I hate saying this because Chris Jericho is my favorite wrestler of all time, right? But this to me was the worst match of the whole card. Inner Circle versus American Top Team together with the Men of the Year. Oh boy. Okay.
God.
Am I the only person who noticed this? But why in the fuck are they starting a Minneapolis street fight with tags? Did you notice how they started the match?
They started like a Survivor Series elimination.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? I was like, what are you doing? Then after that, they spilled to the ring side, everyone started fighting, and then it became a free-for-all. It's like, so why did you start 1v1v1? It makes no sense whatsoever.
I was annoyed by one thing, bro. When the match started, I was like, the most important person of this entire match is not here.
Paige Van Zandt.
Yeah, where's my Paige Van Zandt, bro?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that keeps this feud going to me.
Yeah. The best part of this whole American Top Team thing is 100% Paige Van Zandt, and she was not there. Yeah, Inner Circle jerks. Yeah, there you go.
What a waste. But guys, you want to talk about that Botchamania?
Which one? There were a few.
The one that I really cannot is the Chris Jericho jumping in for the Lion Sword, then he wait 3 seconds for Junior Dos Santos to like hit him. Do you hear Chris Jericho shout his name?
Oh no,
Junior!
Oh fuck!
He actually shouting at him to go do his spot.
Yeah,
I think
he was supposed to. Yeah, he was supposed to interrupt the Lion Salt or the. The Lion Salt, right? And he wasn't there, so you saw him squatting on the middle ring like for 3 seconds. Like, what the fuck? I was like, oh no, somebody missed their cue.
Bro, rabak, bro.
Right? That one, I was like, oh my god. I was like, no. Go ahead.
No, but the problem is, right, okay, the logic of putting American Top Team together with Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. I thought the whole point was to build up Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. But I felt like it became more of like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. It's almost as if Dan Lambert buddy with Tony Khan. He said, hey, can you let me live my dream of becoming a heel manager and having a wrestling match? Then Tony Khan's like, okay lah, I give you a chance. Then after you can promote your American Top Team and you can promote us in your MMA world. And it became that, and it overshadowed. Essentially, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky were just background players in this whole scenario.
Yeah, 100%. Agree with you 100%.
Yeah. And you know what's the worst part is? The most talented people in Inner Circle, like Sammy Guevara, Proud and Powerful, they are forced to do the work in the ring. But no one's going to talk about them.
No. Everyone's talking about Chris Jericho and freaking Dan Lambert, who at this point has X-Pac go away heat. Like he was kind of interesting at first. Like, who is this guy? MMA guy? How come he's quite decent on the mic? Yeah. Then every week he's just going out there and just machine gun rattling off his insults, which were creative lah. Let's give him that. But he just got ultra annoying really fast.
The worst part is they made Junior Dos Santos a UFC world champion fighting level of Brock Lesnar. Look like a chump. Bro. Who have like on the level of like Dan Lambert. Yeah, no, JDS and Andrei Arlovsky, two legitimate world heavyweight champions from the UFC, shoot fighters. Yes, they could have promoted like a Brock Lesnar. They made them basically, essentially, if you've never watched UFC, they're just two indie level jobbers. Yeah. To me, that's what they look like because they are not workers, so you can't expect them to have good timing and all that shit. So why did you expect Junior Dos Santos to be there in time to hit him for the Lion Sword? Don't know what he was doing, scratching his ass or what. Junior! What was the funniest? Okay, another funny spot, right, that I chuckled at, right? The Baron von Raschke X spot.
Okay lah, like the fella 80 years old lah. You can't expect him to like look like.
No, but it's damn cute because he had the claw, right? Yeah. So he prepared Ethan Page, but Ethan Page just stood there. Then he like wait for 3 seconds. Then he started selling like oh my god, because I think he didn't expect Baron to take his time and milk the crowd. I thought he just straight away gonna go to the face, but he just held him by the neck. And then he just stayed in that grip and just like waiting. Okay, what should I do? Oh, okay, I should sell. Oh, then he started selling.
No, and then when you saw the shot of him with the claw, right? You can tell he's just touching him very lightly like that.
And then he sold.
He's like, "Ah!" I'm like, oh no, oh. Okay lah, I mean, in this case, it's like an 80-year-old legend. I'm like, okay lah, give chance lah. But the Jericho Lion Salt Jr. Dos Santos mistiming, that one cannot forgive. That one is it's damn fucked up lah.
Yeah. We didn't mention all the AD tributes. I forgot to mention throughout the show. There were some great tributes from the other matches, and I appreciate that Chris Jericho ended the match with with a frog splash for AD, right?
Yeah.
But the problem with this spot, this was the match ender.
Yeah.
But just a few matches ago, Rey Fenix did the exact same thing, but it was a false finish.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's as if no one communicated with each other for their matches, saying, hey guys, don't do the AD's frog splash spot. I also want to do.
You see, but that's the whole thing with AEW. Right? They don't seem to have any sort of that through line communication. Like, oh, if I do this, you don't do this. They'll just anyhow like, oh, do whatever is best for your match. Which is both good and bad, like you said, because I'm glad that you bring that up, because it feels like every pay-per-view, there is one thing that keeps happening. And I freaking remember, like I was watching this, remember one pay-per-view, I can't remember which pay-per-view, it was like every match had a tope suicida, and then another one, every match had a certain move. This pay-per-view also had one of those, but I forgot what it was. I was thinking about it yesterday.
A while back, I remember every single match had a Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah. There you go. That was one of the previews. So this one also had like something that was like it happened every single match, but I, for the life of me, don't remember what it was. This pay-per-view.
I mean, is it AD's suplex, like Three Amigos?
No, that one tribute lah, so can forgive lah. But no, there was something else that kept happening almost in every single match. In this one, I also that I immediately thought of, but I don't remember.
I think a running theme of the night, right? Every match had a big apron spot.
Oh no, that's it. That's it. Yes, that's it. Apron spot. Everyone would get, because I remember it almost felt like every match the commentators would talk about how the apron is the hardest part of the ring.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
That was what it was. See, the second that I brought it up, you remembered it. So it's not just me. So like, I don't know if they're doing this on purpose, or it just so happens every pay-per-view there's one spot that is super popular with all the wrestlers.
I think as an Undertaker fan, Yuva, wouldn't you be annoyed the fact that they did a tombstone on the apron and that's just a normal spot?
Yeah, I know. That should be like a holy shit fans like this sort of thing. But it was like a thing. Then after a few minutes they continued. But you know, I mean, it's funny you brought up the Undertaker. I actually had a point about that. So you guys know the Undertaker actually does this dive off of the top from the ring to the outside.
Yeah.
You can count with your hand the number of times he did it in his 30+ year career.
Yeah.
And there was actually a few interviews and a few wrestlers who came up and told media that Undertaker actually gave them advice about doing too many spots and too many high risk stuff in a regular match, like on a Raw or on a normal pay-per-view. Yeah. Because he said that if number one, to protect your body, you need to do those sporadically, and number two, if you want a big pop whenever you do that, you need to do that on a limited basis for those huge payoff matches and huge pay-per-views, so that there's a demand for it. Which is like how Finn Balor books his demon thing also. It's not on every show, but when he's gonna come up, there's a hype for it. So that's how they should approach these major spots also, rather than make it like, for example, last time the DDT used to be a finish.
Yeah.
Now it's it's like, oh, DDT, oh, it's a 2 count. You're not even surprised for it anymore. It's like high spots are becoming one of those things, and it should be better planned.
Who we have to blame for this?
Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks. Fucking super kick party. Sweet chin music has become like a nothing, basically.
I was just about to add that point. Yeah, you're right. The worst thing that happened in this generation, every motherfucker does a sweet chin music super kick.
Yeah.
Fuck. And like Shawn Michaels used to be the only one that did it in his era,
Yeah. You see, we go all the way back to when the formation of AEW first started, and then Young Bucks, they were having these amazing matches. Remember what I said, Foreign? Remember what I said? I was like, they're not going to be able to do this every single week on television. If they do indie takers and whatever flip-flop bullshit every single week, then they're going to get boring as they're going to get stale because it's like, oh, we see this every week, what? So there's no build. If everything is on a high, then there is no ups and downs. It's just flat.
I think the best thing that AEW did, right, was give Tony Khan more control as opposed to letting the EVPs try to book matches.
Yeah.
Because I think that was what happened in the first year.
Yeah.
And you can totally tell like one match was super like this and then one match was super. It wasn't consistent.
Yeah.
And,
So, okay. Inner Circle wins. Dan Lambert moves on. He happy. Everybody happy. We're not happy. Okay. as long as we get Paige Van Zandt back somehow.
Yeah.
Then we'll be happy.
In a way, this is like the toilet break match because usually the match before the main event is the toilet. So this is the one
Like, I mean, I don't want to drag this any further, but can you imagine if they properly push Andrei Arlovsky and Junior Dos Santos, former UFC heavyweight champions, being in a match, like, oh, they will destroy. And here's the thing, they already killed it because they had JDS in a match on Dynamite.
Yeah,
and
that was so bad.
And he looked like shit. So at least you do it for a pay-per-view, you can sell people the pay-per-view. Oh, they suck. Oh, well, you paid your money already. Like,
the worst part is, right, even in the promo package, they didn't build them up as the threat of the match. They only built up Dan Lambert.
Yeah, which is like, what? So, okay, you know that this whole thing is just to get Dan Lambert his ass kicked and Ivan's happy, go home. You know?
Yeah.
So, they could have replaced JDS and Andrei Arlovsky with two random jobbers. Nobody would have cared.
My last question about this match, bro, and Young as a Chris Jericho fan, is it time for you to take a step back?
Ooh, I mean, I definitely think you know how he always like has a huge run and then he disappears for a while? Mm-hmm. I think it's time for him to disappear for a while.
He hasn't done it since he went to AEW, but you're right.
Yeah.
Did I freeze, by the way? Did my face freeze?
Yes, your face, I think, froze.
Okay. Let's move on to the last one while I fix my face.
Okay, no problem. So the last one, the main event, right, of the evening, Hangman Adam Page versus the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Kenny Omega. So I'm riding solo right now. Okay, Ken, yes.
There
you go. So let's talk about the entrance, bro. Hangman Page hype entrance, I think, really made me feel the hype, the excitement, you know.
Bro,
it was so well done.
The crowd loves Hangman Page at this point. Like, he is at his peak right now, right? And what did you guys think of the match?
It was a good match. I mean, in my opinion, you put Kenny Omega in the ring with anyone, the match is going to be good. So it was a good match. And like you said, like Farhan said, it started from the entrance. You can see the... Like, you know, certain entrances, when that is really happening, you're like, okay, this match is going to be damn fucking awesome, that sort of feeling. And I had that since the start of the match. So overall, it was well done. The way they did the payoff for this whole like damn long program was well done also. Like, just damn good long-term storytelling.
The Young Bucks involvement or lack thereof, like, you know, they showed up at the end, they're like, okay, what did you think that was about?
I was a bit confused. I had no idea. Was it a face turn? Were they abandoning Kenny Omega and aligning with Hangman Adam Page? But out of all the theories I saw, right, I think the one that I think make the most sense, that I personally would agree with, is that they are still heels, but their friendship still remain. So it's almost as if they are acknowledging, bro, this is your time. You're not gonna stand in the way.
Okay, like a begrudging acceptance of, we see what you've gone through and this is your time, so like, we won't get in the way. Sure.
And almost as if like we've always wanted you to have the keys to the kingdom anyway, you know, and like, even though we're on different paths, it's like okay, when you so-called have a falling out with your friend, and then you're like, oh, he did achieve everything he told me that he wanted to achieve when you were young, and in a way, even though you're not friends, but I'm still proud of you. So that kind of like reasoning, I think, make more sense than like people say, oh no, they are turning heel or they're abandoning Kenny Omega. I don't think so that's the case.
But I read some report that this is off script, but just I read some report that I think Kenny Omega's injured and is going to take some time off or something.
Oh, is
yes. I saw that. Apparently he was working with a shoulder injury for quite some time. And he might be taking some time off, but only after he drops the Triblia title. So I think he got one more match with Park
Oh.
They have a Triple Mania coming up in December. So I think after that, then he probably will take a break.
So it's him versus Park.
Should be, if I'm not wrong. But please
Guess who's
correct
going to
me
be
if
the
I'm
new AAA champion then? Quite easy to
lah,
call, right?
It should be him lah.
Yeah.
Okay, but right, I think it makes sense if he were to leave now. You know why? Because they already have a de facto leader of the elite in Adam Cole.
Yes.
He's just there waiting in the wings.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think, right? If, say, after the Bryan Danielson situation, they probably have like a face versus face, like who is the best.
Yeah.
And I would personally want Adam Page to win so that Bryan Danielson builds and makes Adam Page into a star. But the feud that going into 2022 into Revolution, I would love it to be Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole. Yeah.
Yeah, with the Young Bucks. Well, then what? Would the Young Bucks be a part of it as well?
The Young Bucks will be the one like it's like the Paul Heyman situation lah. Which side will they
Oh,
stand
God.
on? Unfortunately, they will want to put themselves on main event TV lah. But sure,
Yeah.
Bro, then you have the Undisputed Era show up, and then Adam Cole starts bringing them in, and then you split the two teams up. So you got Adam Page and the Young Bucks versus Undisputed Era. Okay,
That'd be
Is it-
cool. Eh?
is it me or that Bobby Fish, since he went to AEW, right? He has been the most compelling he's ever been. Like even way better than whatever he's done in NXT. He
yeah,
stood out on his own finally.
it's a low bar, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I feel like this version of Bobby Fish, this
Yeah.
version of Adam Cole, and then suddenly like a one-time Kyle O'Reilly or Roderick Strong coming out, I think it will really be a scary proposition in AEW.
I think the right thing happened here, you know, especially if Kenny Omega is going to go chill out. But I mean, to be honest, right, like Kenny Omega's title run. What are the memorable feuds from this title run that you can think of, other than this one?
Exploding barbed wire match.
Yeah, proper like I find it very hard to find
Yeah.
a definitive feud that I was like, whoa. The only one I can think of is Christian Cage, and that one didn't even last that long either.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some moments where the Moxley and Kenny Omega match,
Yeah.
they had some great matches. Remember we were annoyed during Double or Nothing because he had a throwaway match with Park and Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. That one was
Remember?
like, yeah.
It was like, what a waste.
Yeah, so I really wonder if it was because he was injured, that's why he wasn't wrestling that much. It just felt more like him and a bunch, like his collection of jabronis, like Don Callis, Good Brothers, you know, him. And then you compare that to Roman Reigns. Well, at least Roman Reigns, you can see, okay, you know, he had a feud with a whole bunch of people, right? Like he had a feud with Brock Lesnar, he had a feud with, who else, huh? I don't remember all of a sudden.
Bro,
Cena, yeah.
Cena, Cesaro,
Cesaro,
Edge.
yeah.
So
Jey
if you
Uso.
the turnbuckle also.
He had a few in that turn.
That's right. Finn
right,
Balor.
you're right.
So like you know what I mean? You compare those two, and everyone always asks like, who's better, the current Kenny Omega heel champion or Roman Reigns heel champion? I will always say Roman Reigns heel champion. Yeah. Not because I'm a WWE mark, which I am. Let's be clear. But also, if you think about it, his opposition has been more like. The threat has been there. That you know,
He had
Cena could be thrown
better
in.
challenges, better challenges
Yeah.
for sure.
Versus Omega.
I think for Kenny Omega, the point of his reign wasn't really AEW. I think he was trying to do that whole belt collector shit. So he was like,
But
trying to collect all the belt. I think he cared more about that than actually building an AEW title legacy.
which okay, so here's the thing. It's you know what it seems like? It seems like okay, he wants to do the belt collector thing, but the company is not doing that. You know?
Yeah. And that's the worst part because they never acknowledge it. I thought, okay, they're going to acknowledge whatever he does on Impact. But after a while, they completely drop it and they didn't even talk about it, which is weird.
So he felt like a part-timer there, like doing the belt collector thing, but also being the champion here, you know?
Yeah. For me, his best match, most memorable match, wasn't even for the title. It was his non-title match with Bryan Danielson, the 30-minute draw.
Yeah.
And that was the only time I felt like, okay, he stepped out and became a bit of New Japan Kenny Omega, but only because Bryan Danielson asked him to be that guy.
Yeah. Rishi says, best feud for Page next, Hangman versus the American Nightmare. Stop it, bro. Stop it.
I tell you, if Cody Rhodes turned heel, I would straight away tell him, okay, become number one contender already.
Oh, remember Cody Rhodes promised never to go after the AEW Championship, okay?
But if he's a heel, he will go back on his word.
Sure. Anything we want to add to this main event? I don't think there's much to add because it was perfect the way it ended.
Yeah.
Dark Order came out, hugged Adam Page. That was a nice moment.
I'm happy for Adam Page. I think let's be clear, he is the first AEW homegrown star that became their world champion. So it's like I'm excited to see what AEW is gonna do booking a babyface champion, because they never had a proper good guy champion yet.
Okay. So anything else you guys want to add?
No,
That's
Full Gear was
Gear?
great.
Okay.
It was great.
The reason I asked you guys, because it's like I want to see if you guys remember what else we missed. One thing that happened on Full Gear.
Let me think.
What did we miss?
Did you miss a match?
No,
Jay
not a
Lethal.
match. Jay Lethal is all elite.
Oh yes, Jay Little.
Possibly the worst reveal ever. Like, okay,
Did I see? Woo!
I'm not very familiar with Jay Lethal, to be honest. But why did the whole the whole thing seem so awkward? Like they don't know what to say. Did it not feel awkward to you?
But
It was random.
Yeah, it was very. You know why? I think it felt very last minute. You guys know about what happened with Ring of Honor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close down,
they're-
basically.
Yeah, they're closing down, and like he's a Ring of Honor mainstay. So I think he probably was one of the first few people from Ring of Honor that got picked up by Tony Khan lah. So yeah, very random. But apparently he's signed. He's already AEW fully signed already. So
But still, the whole introduction, if you're not ready to be introduced today, then introduce on Dynamite lah. But it just felt so like forced and awkward, and they're like, so what do I say? I don't know. Okay lah. Challenge
it's
for
all-
TNT title.
it's almost as if like Tony Khan just wanted a surprise for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Maybe?
Because they couldn't get Rotunda.
or like they are like, okay, shit, we need to have something that people will talk about coming out of the show. Okay, just have a new signing. But I mean, Jay Little has a great record.
Sure.
I wanted to. Everyone keeps talking about his interaction with Ric Flair.
Yeah.
or his black machismo gimmick. But I wonder what is he gonna do as a solo guy in AEW, because he's quite old as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. But Sammy Guevara TNT Open Challenge was a great starting point lah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, a better way to introduce, like you said, you should have done it Dynamite. I mean, if he comes out as a surprise entrant to the Open Challenge,
Yep.
he would have had a very good pop
Yep.
compared to Open Challenge. But you don't plan an Open Challenge a few days in advance, what?
Yeah.
That's a great point, Yuva.
The whole thing just fell flat lah.
Yeah.
It felt like maybe they had to buy some time before the main event, right? And I felt it was weird that then Sammy Guevara came out right after his match with the Street Fight.
Yeah.
It's almost better if it was a heel that debuted
Yeah.
and call out Sammy Guevara.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not
yeah.
challenging you because you just had a hard fought match, huh? You just had a hard fought. I'm like, oh my god, this is so
So
awkward.
kind of him.
Yeah, you nice guy. Yeah. Okay, so we move on from a really, really good Full Gear. I would give this an 8 upon 10.
Nice.
Chat, please jump into the chat and tell us what you give it upon 10.
Upon 10, your grades. I mean, I would give it
You
say
guys.
8 out of 10. A, that would be great. Yeah.
Yuva,
eight
yourself?
for me also. 8
Eight,
for
yeah?
me also.
What would have made it a 9 or a 10? Like Wyndham Rotunda showing up, is it?
No, a better women's title match and the Cody Rhodes match, which would
Just not been there.
A Minneapolis street fight that didn't have any botches.
Oh god. Yeah. Junior.
And Junior and Andre Arlovski having a Ronda Rousey type of debut match. I think that would have made it 10.
As opposed to being random heavies, random jobbers.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah,
sad,
for
so
sure.
sad. Moving ahead though, I mean, exciting stuff ahead, you know, for
Yeah.
AEW. The feuds to come. I guess we'll jump on that at a later episode. But now, let's talk about this upcoming weekend, Survivor Series, one of the big four, you guys. Okay, a little bit later on, we're going to do fantasy booking, okay? AEW versus WWE. So in chat right now, if you are at the office or at home, you know, nothing better to do, right? Not working, right? Go and write down your dream cards, okay? The 5v5, champions versus champions. But right
Yes.
now, let's look at the actual in real life card that we have so far.
We also asked on Instagram story for people to give in their members, their fantasy booking members, and
You
there's
have?
kind of a couple of very good suggestions as well. So we can definitely read it after this.
Okay, in the meantime, here we go. Team Raw. And here's the thing, right? We a lot of people, myself included, were upset that they announce the teams on social media on a random weekend. Like, oh, here are the teams. Like, huh?
That's one thing. But then after the fact, the week after, they started chopping and changing who's going to go in, who's going to go out.
They realized that they fucked up, and so now they're like, actually we meant to do that. Now we are going to, nobody's safe. We will randomly change people on the fly. Like, what's going on here?
I think being given good shit from AEW makes you even less, even more impatient when WWE does stupid stuff. Like last time, I think we had more tolerance because there's nothing else to watch.
Yeah.
So we're holding WWE more accountable for the nonsense they put out now.
So Team Raw as it stands is Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio, and Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley replacing Dominic Mysterio versus Team SmackDown, Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, Happy Corbin, and TBA. Because on SmackDown, freaking Sami Zayn got kicked off the team, and he's probably going to leave once his contract is up, let's face it. El Generico is All Elite. So he's no longer on the team. Who do you think is going to be the fifth member of Team SmackDown? And did you guys watch SmackDown, by the way?
A bit of it, yes.
Because, did you guys see that scene where Johnny Sins, aka... I always forget his name.
Adam Pearce, bro.
Adam Pearce. He was in the office with one very tall, horse-looking fella.
Yes, the NXT guy, right?
Yes, Von Wagner, right? Did you guys notice that? And like, why was he there? Like, do you think they're hot-shotting Von Wagner all the way to the Survivor Series team?
No, come on.
Okay, hang on. Doesn't this remind you of a certain Rocky Maivia?
Just have a random
debuting at Survivor Series and be like the rookie that impresses? Do you think that's what they're doing?
But why him? Why not Braun Breaker, bro?
I don't know. I really like Von Wagner.
Who is he lah? Who's his father? You tell me who's his father?
I forgot lah. Some not famous fellow also lah. But he's apparently in a tag team with Kyle O'Reilly and they've been camping.
Oh shit!
Worst freaking storyline ever. Like they bonded through camping and shit. Like, huh? What? Okay.
Wait. This is the guy that beat Adam Cole and sent him out of WWE. This Kyle O'Reilly, right?
Yeah. Kyle O'Reilly. Now he's camping with Von Wagner.
Fuck lah. Okay, but the problem is, right, I feel like if it was me to choose someone to go in, it should have been like a Jey Uso. It would have made storyline sense.
Yep.
And it would have also like continued this feud that they're having, King Woods versus like Roman Reigns and the Bloodline.
Yeah.
Someone to keep an eye on the team and like trying to ensure that SmackDown wins because like the head of the table sends his minions to make sure they win lah.
Yep.
Yeah, that would make more sense for sure.
Do you guys have Yuva? Do you have any pick for the last member of Team SmackDown?
I really don't know, man. Like,
Give up.
I give up on them. Like
the exasperation is real, bro.
No, because like my non-pick aside, because I really have no idea what they're gonna do feasibly. But last time there was a bill like you earn your spot on the team to represent the brand.
Yep.
And certain feuds came after the fact that the person didn't qualify and things like that. So there's so much potential about it, but to just like plain announce a team, right? Like
so lazy.
Yeah.
So lazy.
I mean, I think they're relying more on the star power within the teams to get the match over and done with, rather than build a proper program to it. Like it's just it's lazy lah, like you say.
Yeah.
I think. Sorry, going back to like the old school Survivor Series, like. I used to love the Survivor Series 5-on-5s, 4-on-4s because it was people already in feuds, sort of being forced together. So you had, like, let's say 5v5 and two of them were feuding with two of them, one versus, you know what I mean? So it was combination of storylines versus now they're like, okay, like whoever, it's like brand supremacy. This year's brand supremacy hasn't been really a focus at all. Like, remember when it was Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT? That was something like palpable, right? This year, it just seems like, they just throw people together for the sake. It's like a TLC. They're doing a TLC match because it's the TLC pay-per-view.
Yeah. Like you said, even 2 years ago with the NXT roster, that felt interesting.
Yeah.
Like Keith Lee and Roman Reigns, the final two.
Yeah.
Like, you really wanted, to see...
Beckett.
Yeah. Fucking Beckett. No, that's the thing. Like, my personal favorite Survivor Series, right, was 2003 Survivor Series. Do you guys remember that storyline? It was Team Austin versus Team Bischoff. If Austin's team lost, he had to retire.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that
vaguely.
was one of the best. That one Shawn Michaels like really tried.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels really tried, but then in the end, Randy Orton won.
Yeah.
And it was so palpable because do you guys remember the storyline leading up to it? Because it was the whole Steve Austin can't touch anyone or else he will get fired.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then like he had to ask people to be on his team, and then like Chris Jericho will say like no one wants to be on your team. You always piss people off.
Yeah.
And then he had to ask Shawn Michaels to be his team captain, and he had to like back him. And then they had history, right? So Shawn Michaels was like, what, you want me to be on your team? Sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you see it properly? And then like Steve Austin really had to suck it up and like, okay, can you please be on my team? So like all that kind of like multiple storylines culminating and the drama that led to the end, that's like perfect, bro. So that's what you need to have to make a Survivor Series match compelling.
Bro, sad, bro. It's just like, just looking at this card and the fact that I know deep down inside that it's going to be Von Wagner as the 5th. And they're just shoehorning him because he's Vince's wet dream at this point, you know? Like, he's damn hard for Von Wagner. For all you know, they'll probably get rid of Jeff Hardy next and then put in Braun Breaker also.
Oh man, no, but the problem is the guys in the match, all of them are going to have a good match. Like they're all great wrestlers.
Yeah, but I look at the card, right? It's like, okay, Finn Balor, AEW soon. Kevin Owens, AEW soon. Jeff Hardy, probably go and join his brother in AEW, you know? Yeah. And Happy Corbin, just the worst gimmick ever. Like, I'm just not interested.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, no one is like hot right now. Yeah. Like, have momentum. Like,
also
other than Seth Rollins lah.
Well, I mean,
Seth Rollins. Finn Balor just came off like big losses with Roman Reigns and lost to King Woods.
Yeah,
you know,
Kevin Owens just turned heel for the 10 millionth time.
Yeah,
Finn Balor funny, you know, after he lost the King of the Rings final, then he posted on his IG forever a prince. That was like bro, are you happy that you lost? Or?
I don't. It's quite like he tongue in cheek.
It's quite obvious at this point he's just biding his time, collecting paycheck before he can be all elite. Okay, I look at this, right? I see King Woods there. I'm like, why isn't the Bloodline versus New Day the match then? If you talk about cross brand, because the New Day, actually, is Kofi injured or something?
No, he's not. He's not.
Wait, are they on the same brand? I'm a bit confused. They're not.
Kofi and King Hood are on SmackDown. Big E's on Raw.
Yeah.
Oh, but the Bloodline, as in Usos, are also on SmackDown, so this wouldn't work. Okay,
they
never
can't
mind.
do inter-promotional. Yeah, they can't.
Because if you think about like a feud, right? Like that's the hottest feud right now. New Day versus Bloodline.
Yeah. Okay, the problem also with this match is everyone on Raw was just on SmackDown before the draft.
Yep. People have mentioned that on chat, by the way. Gaddafi, how are you? Thanks for dropping by.
Yo. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, there's no brand loyalty because they were just from the other brand. So why would they want to fight? Why would they want to win for Raw?
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre, best example. Just on Raw, like he was the face of Raw of the pandemic. Now he's on Team SmackDown.
No stakes, lah, bro. You watch. This is going to be Von Wagner's coming out party. He will be the final survivor. He'll beat everybody up. You watch.
I won't be surprised if it's actually a great match because that's what happened in Crown Jewel. Everyone was like, the build sucked, blah, 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 but the matches delivered.
Yeah.
But that makes it even more frustrating.
Yeah. Okay. just a bad all the way down, yeah. Okay, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown on the women's side. Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina. No Nikki, by the way. Very sad. Versus Team SmackDown, Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Natalya, and TBA. To be announced.
I mean, okay, if you watch SmackDown, right, actually the women's division of SmackDown is actually shaping up quite well.
Yep.
There's like a couple of multiple, like the Shotzi and Sasha is great because they're introducing Shotzi, a new person in the mix. Yeah, and even like, this is weird, but even Aaliyah had something to do on SmackDown. Yeah, so like, okay, they're building something there, but the thing is, it's almost as if Survivor Series came too soon.
They didn't have time to build it up. Oh, by the way, Irvin says, you know who's going to be the SmackDown 5th?
Who?
Xia Li.
Confirm or?
I hope
we won't be surprised.
I hope not. I really hope not. I'm sorry, I've never seen Xia Li have a compelling match ever.
Why not Tensha, bro? Why not Mei Ling? Oh, whatever lah.
With your Tensha, I think Tensha died already.
I don't know lah, bro. Fuck lah. I mean, I miss people like Asuka, Kairi Sane, you know.
If Asuka or Alexa Bliss were to make surprise returns, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool. But the thing is, Alexa Bliss, is she gonna come back as the Fiendess, or what is she gonna do?
Hopefully she goes back to being the goddess and drops the whole Fiend thing.
Yeah, I think it's a bit. Move on lah, we have to let go lah.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, looking at Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, once again, no stakes, right? Like, they fight, who cares if win or lose? Brand loyalty, like, do we really believe that they care?
Yeah. But that's the thing, like, the matches I think the match is going to be great. Like, they have great workers in this match.
But
I think
Carmella is in the match.
Yeah, but Bianca Belair, even though she got treated like shit so far, but I think she's still a star. Like, she still retains that star vibe, you know? But on the SmackDown side, like, I don't know, man. Like, no one wants... I mean, okay, Sasha is problematic because she can't seem to hold... Like, she always quits halfway or disappears for a while. So, very hard for her to be consistent.
Yep. Shayna Baszler has always had this push and then stop, push.
Yeah.
But so far, the last two people that she beat up all kena fired. Nia Jax all. So I think she's slowly getting back there.
Maybe Sonya Deville finally makes a return. And they need to explain this whole Sonya and Naomi.
Naomi.
Like, how many weeks has it been? Why does she hate Naomi so much? Did Naomi, like, you know, step on her foot, steal her girlfriend? Like, what's going on?
The only thing I can remember there's a connection is, remember there is one random time where I think Mandy Rose tried to flirt with Jey Uso or something.
God.
The Naomi's husband.
Yeah.
Then they show like naughty photos or some shit. It was a stupid rivalry. That's the only connection I can think of. Other than that,
no link. No link whatsoever.
Okay, you know what's the most stupidest thing from what I've watched so far?
What?
Adam Pearce said that I need Raw to win. That's why I'm getting Bobby Lashley in the team, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is, since when is he the manager of Raw? He also manager of SmackDown, so what?
Yeah, exactly. Like, wow, logic fails, What is going on?
No.
Bro, Yuva, every time we do this podcast, right? Wow, once we talk about how crappy it is, right, we get so annoyed at ourselves.
No, it's true. Because and you know, I think y'all can agree also. Like, we are sick of the whole, like me also, but like we are sick of the whole authority figure playing the devil to the superstars. It's been I think they did it with Stone Cold and Vince, right? Then it worked for a while. Let's just continue doing it for decades. Then they're doing it. It's like overdone it, lah.
But at this point, like, I mean, I'm okay with it because you always need somebody to screw the good guys, right?
Yeah.
But at this point, Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville started off as face managers, and then now they've slowly transitioned to heel for no reason. And now it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense, like what Foreign just said, that Adam Pearce, Johnny Sins, is freaking rooting for the Raw team when he's also the general manager of SmackDown. So it's like, huh?
Yeah. Okay, I think I agree both with Young and Yuva. Like, I think it's overplayed the authority character. But if you want to do authority character that is fresh, I really like what they're doing with William Regal on NXT. Like,
just once in a while,
he announced the matches. He doesn't get involved. But even if he gets involved, then it's like a Samoa Joe as an enforcer kind of thing. Like, everything made sense. Like, I don't mind as an authority figure to kind of like center the show, but it has to make fucking sense.
Yes. Okay, let's move on to the champ versus champ matches. Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I love the two wrestlers individually.
Yeah.
Them in a match makes zeros. Like, I don't care. Like, why? I know they are fighting because it's Survivor Series, but there has been no interaction between the two. They haven't done any cross, like, you know, like fucking somebody show up on Raw and cut out the other fella or something lah.
The last time Nakamura is doing something, he's with Books, right? And then getting beaten up by losing to Los Lotharios.
Yeah. Like, okay. So it's like they're having these matches, but they have their own storyline on SmackDown. So why there's absolutely no stakes here other than bragging rights. Like, okay, if you tell me that if you win or maybe if you put the stipulation that the winning show at the end of the night gets some sort of prize, then
it makes sense.
Yeah. But right now there are literally no stakes for anybody to win.
Yeah.
Do you remember, is it true that Damian Priest changed his theme song or something?
Did he? I know he he recently has become more edgy. Like he will lose his cool.
Oh, you got eyeliner all right now.
Yeah, he got eyeliner. But apparently I think they correct me if I'm wrong on chat as well. Like, I think they changed his theme song, they changed the way he entered and all that. It's like they're taking away the things that made him great. Like it's like Keith Lee situation, Karen Cross situation again. Oh man, I don't know, man.
Karen Cross.
Yeah, I just
Karen Cross.
wow, okay. He was DOA lah, as far as we're concerned, and we talked about it recently. Like the second he showed up on Raw without Scarlett, the best part of his entrance, it was like, all right, dead.
And he wore the S&M mask. thing.
Demolition mask.
Yeah, demolition mask thing.
But yeah, just what? Okay, Becky, like you said, do we even want to talk about Damian Priest versus Shinsuke? Because there's nothing to talk about.
There's nothing. Oh, I think 2 years ago they had this amazing triple threat match between like Shinsuke, AJ Styles, and Roderick Strong.
Yeah,
And that, even though I don't think there was a lot of build, but I felt like the loyalty to each brand was strong for each champion.
yeah. Well, that time it was really NXT, and it was NXT's ascendancy, right? Everyone wanted to see NXT succeed. So you had that going for it. Literally this year, there's no, like, nobody cares if Raw wins or SmackDown wins. So why would you care if Damian Priest or Shinsuke wins? There's nothing here at all. Unless on Raw, freaking Boog shows up and like breaks Priest's face or some shit like that, then there, maybe there's some stakes, but there's literally no stakes.
Yeah.
One thing I used to love about playing the video games, right? Like every time you play career mode or season mode, after every huge pay-per-view, like the night after, they will straight away clean slate. Okay, Survivor Series is in 4 weeks' time.
Who do you want to feud? Yeah.
Yeah, like kind of like they make every single like ending of a season and starting of a new build towards a pay-per-view new and exciting and separate.
Yeah.
But the problem with now WWE is like everything blends together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
because
you
they
can't
don't-
get excited for Survivor Series season.
And they don't have the time. They keep complaining, but I mean, it's your own problem, right? It's a problem of your own making, right? Like, even if you gave me something as fucking inane and stupid as, Damian Priest and fucking Bad Bunny, they like to perform. Rick Boogs likes to perform with Shinsuke. Give me something.
A reason to fight.
Yeah, draw a fucking line somewhere. Like, okay, there got reason they fight. Okay, like, who's the better performer? Shinsuke says, I don't listen to Bad Bunny. There you go. You got a fucking reason to fight. At least something. At least.
Yeah. No, I just thought of something fucking funny.
Yeah.
Okay, the most stupidest reason someone fought during the Attitude Era. Remember Chris Jericho fought with Kane because he bumped into Kane and then spilled his coffee on him?
Yes.
Like, and then they fight.
Yeah. No, but at least there was, as stupid as the reason is, at least there was a reason.
Yeah, there was a reason, yeah.
Now, Damian Priest, Shinsuke, there's no link. I swear.
Okay, like I like that idea about like they don't agree with anyone's music.
Yeah.
Okay, if you had to fantasy book it, why do you think they would fight?
But Shinsuke and Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know why he's being booked also. Like, I don't know lah. Maybe
because they so happen to be champs. So
yeah, like I mean, yeah. The coffee thing will work
coffee.
Better than nothing.
Okay, I had this crazy idea. If it was me booking, right? Okay, you know how like they
wait.
made. Sorry,
I have an idea. Can I cut you off? For
go,
1 second?
please.
Shinsuke pretends to be a rock star. So does Damian Priest.
Oh.
Who's the true rock star? Just fight Just fight for that.
They fight for Rick Books.
Yeah.
Okay. I have the same kind of thinking, but I want to take it like way WWE level. Okay, you know how they build out like Damian Priest as this like a rock star with a fucking jacuzzi at the backstage, that kind of shit. So like, what if right, like one day like he's just doing that shit, then like Rick Books is just walking with his guitar playing backstage. Then suddenly he come across all these things, and then all the hot girls in the jacuzzi is like, hey, come over, come hang with us. We love rock stars, blah blah blah. And then he go in, and then like Shinsuke is like looking for his tag team partner. Where are you? And then he saw like him like gallivanting with Damian Priest, and then Damian Priest is like, hey, you got a problem with that? You can come join in as well, bro. Then it's like,
they fight.
No, yeah. Then they fight because like they're fighting for Rick Books' attention. It's stupid, but it's like WWE level would do something like that anywhere, made it entertaining.
Okay. At least with the next match, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair, there's a built-in feud already. They
That's
feuded.
history.
Yeah, that one, okay lah. That one will be an interesting match to say the least. But also at the same time, it's a feud that has happened a million times over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they have a heel and heel dynamic. So I don't know whether we're supposed to cheer Becky Lynch by default because you always hate Charlotte Flair by
Yep.
default.
Yeah.
But see, they're heels, but they're very different types of heels. Becky Lynch right now is a cool heel where people will still cheer her. Charlotte is straight up go away heel.
Yeah.
We don't like you.
Yeah, I agree. I get what you mean. And also the problem with Charlotte is, okay, you know what happened a few weeks back? They had like the so-called the backstage issues, right? So they could actually use that to parlay into like some sort of reality into coming to this feud. But WWE hasn't done anything to like use that. There's no build. It's just an announcement.
Yeah.
Unless something changes on Raw tomorrow or SmackDown, it's just it feels like an exhibition. It's so weird. Survivor Series feels more like an exhibition card, even more than Crown Jewel.
Yep. Yep. 100% agree. Do you think they'll add more matches to this? Right now there are 5 matches, so we haven't talked about the last one. We'll jump into it now. Big E versus Roman Reigns.
I don't know whether they want to add any more, because honestly, I think I can stomach a 5-match card pay-per-view with like 1.5 hours. I'm fine.
Speaking of card length, I will say this about Full Gear. There is such a thing as too much of a good thing, right? I couldn't watch it in one sitting. I had to watch like 2 hours, take a nap, watch another 1 hour, take a nap, watch another hour.
If I'm not wrong, it was 4 hours.
It was 4 hours long. Yeah, it was very long.
I don't think I can sit through a 7-hour pay-per-view like WWE WrestleMania a few years ago.
Yeah. That's why they split into 2 days. But anyway, back to Big E versus Roman Reigns. Obviously, I mean, Roman Reigns has to win here, right? He's the hottest act in WWE. It makes no sense for him to lose.
This match, to me, it will be the selling point of the card, but only because of Roman Reigns is such a attraction right now.
Yeah.
And I do like Big E as a champion.
Yeah.
But like you say, like Roman Reigns trumps all right now.
Yeah.
So it's not even you do not know who's gonna win. It's like clear he's gonna win, but how is he gonna win?
And plus, okay, I have to give them kudos. I don't know if they're doing this on purpose or not, but like the Bloodline is feuding with his New Day friends. So obviously now you have motivation for Big E to want to beat Roman Reigns. Like, oh, you're fucking around with my friends.
Yeah. But the only thing is, right, they announced this match before Crown Jewel. Do you guys remember?
Yeah.
So we were like, so Brock Lesnar clearly is not gonna win, so why waste our time? Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. Like I was happy. I'm happy for Big E because recently, the last couple of weeks, I've seen him appear on like shows that I would never expect him to appear. He appeared on this show called The Breakfast Show, which is like a hip hop YouTube channel, like a radio morning show, and like he got interviewed by all these like big like hip hop celebrities, and then he's appearing on different stuff. So I think he has this main crossover appeal, and I like that WWE is kind of pushing him to do more of these like media appearances, because I think he is a great representative for WWE. Like, do you want to go out to mainstream media?
Okay, there's Survivor Series for you. How excited on a scale of 1 to 10? Chat, please jump in as well. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Survivor Series? Or is this going to be a watch because you have to situation?
Oh man,
Yuva, you don't look very hopeful for this pay-per-view, huh?
What about you, Yuva?
I'm like a 3 or 4.
Oh dear.
I think I will watch it just because of Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a 5. Like, I'm doing it because we have a podcast to do. I'm not going to wake up early to watch it. Actually, I'll wake up later, catch it on the replay. This is not a card that's like, oh, I must know, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, wait, bro. It's Sunday, right? So it's gonna be Monday morning, right?
Monday morning for us.
We probably have to watch it live because the podcast is at 12.
True. So I hope you have to watch it live.
Yeah, but I think one thing I'm looking forward to this is because you know that they announced that they're not gonna have a December pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope that WWE after Survivor Series they have a reset.
Yep.
So then I will probably be excited for WWE like once Royal Rumble season comes in again.
Yeah.
It's always like that. Like towards the end of the year, you know they are like, fuck lah.
Yeah.
No effort like that.
Pushing stuff out of the way to make way for WrestleMania.
Yeah. So early predictions is that they're gonna continue the Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar feud like for WrestleMania.
Yep.
And I feel like that feud didn't end like it felt a bit in the air, right? So we know that's where Roman Reigns is going, but I'm actually curious to see who's going to contend with Big E, because they said Seth Rollins is going to be the new contender.
Yeah.
But then there's this whole Kevin Owens Justin heel situation going on. So at least for me, WWE, like the main event scene, like is still catching my attention.
Yep.
Is there any tag team inter-promotional match, bro? No?
Not that we know of. Yeah, yeah.
So no RK Bro on the card lah.
Well, I mean, they can announce it on Raw lah. That would make sense, right? So RK Bro versus who the hell are the SmackDown Tag Team Champs? I don't even know.
They will announce on social media.
Is it Bloodline?
Is it Bloodline?
Okay, lor. Bloodline versus RK Bro, lor.
Okay, then that would make sense if Jey Uso is not on the Survivor Series team.
Yeah.
But yeah, like honestly, RK Bro and Big E is like the only reason I'm watching Raw, and no one watches Raw nowadays lah.
Can you imagine they go on the undercard on the pre-show?
Fuck man. But yeah, but like I said, I'm excited to see where WWE is gonna go into the new year. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's move on then. Okay, we are almost at 2:00, so we got 20 minutes to 2:00. Let's talk about some fantasy booking right now. If Survivor Series, you could book WWE versus AEW. And chat, feel free to jump in on your suggestions, okay? So how I suppose we need to lay some ground rules. Do we need the champ versus champ matches, right? The problem...
I think let's just book the actual 5-on-5 Survivor Series match.
5-on-5 with champions included or no?
Okay, sure. I think fair.
Alamak, then it's easy, or you just whack all the champions only.
No, I don't want Damian Priest on my team.
What the fuck? Why wouldn't you want Damian Priest on your team?
Okay. Let's make it fun. So I would say still have the champions, but you must give a reason why lah and how it makes sense in the situation.
If you have champions, then it's quite obvious who should lead Team WWE, right?
Yeah lah.
Roman Reigns. No other person.
Okay, sure. So each one of us, Roman Reigns, first guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
AEW, who?
Well, for me is Hangman Adam Page.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to make it too obvious. It's a heel team versus a face team. I want like a mixture of both.
Right.
Okay.
So for you, Yang?
I would put Kenny Omega first.
Okay.
Because I would have like Kenny and Roman because they've been compared so much. This would be like the wet dream for the internet also, right?
Yeah.
So I would put Roman Reigns, Kenny Omega.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, are you writing it down?
Oh, I am writing it down.
Actually, I wrote my team down yesterday.
Oh, really?
Right before I forget. Okay.
Who's your next WWE pick?
I will put Edge.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I would have picked Randy Orton.
I have him in my team also, but I put Edge.
Why not?
Nice.
Edge and Randy Orton.
Okay.
AEW.
What about you, Young? You must say yours as well.
CM Punk, Daniel Bryanson. Brian Danielson. Brian Danielson. I mean, that makes sense, right?
Of course, clearly. I have. Okay, my second guy would have been CM Punk. Adam Page, CM Punk.
Irvin just said something really funny I have to share with you guys. Colton Gunn versus Mansoor, undefeated both. Both are undefeated. Let's go.
Fuck lah. Then Billy Gunn and Muhammad Hassan as managers, right?
Yes. Okay, who else?
Yeah, my one, I didn't put any former WWE guys in my AEW team.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh, nice. That's smart.
Just for variety's sake, because I think like CM Punk and Daniel Bryan matches, they book themselves.
Too obvious.
Yeah. I already said Omega. Next one I will put MJF.
Ah, yes, of course.
Dope. Yeah. So where are we now? WWE guys? Where's WWE guys?
Roman Reigns, Edge, Randy Orton.
For me, I didn't have Edge. My third guy would have been. A lot of people will forget about him. AJ Styles.
No, he's there, man.
Oh,
okay,
course,
good, nice.
Of course, yeah. You can always count on him to have a good match, right?
Yeah.
Can always count on him to deliver, no matter how shitty the situation is.
Then AEW.
AEW for me, like Yuva said, like I wouldn't go for the obvious ones.
Yeah.
Okay, this is weird, but I would say Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, you need young talent in one of these matches, right? One of these lineups. He
reminds me of Rob Van Dam during Survivor Series. Like he was the cool guy in the heel team. Yeah. So what about you? WWE?
Well, I mean, okay, up and coming cool guys. Von Wagner, no.
Bro,
I mean,
fuck off, bro.
It has to be Drew, right? Like he's been a stalwart during the entire COVID era. It would be kind of dirty if we didn't put him in lah. So I would put in Drew McIntyre.
Oh, actually, that's a good choice. I didn't even think of him.
You poor thing. You know what that just means, right? It just means that his stock has fallen like so far
so
since
bad.
COVID.
Yeah, unfortunately, that sucks for him.
Okay, AEW.
This is the AEW second or third guy you're looking at?
Fifth guy already, yeah. Because we got Kenny, we got Hangman, MJF, Sammy Guevara.
Oh, right. Okay, I put Darby Allin.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Wait, I'm just writing down mine. Okay, I put Hangman, I put CM Punk, I put Sammy Guevara, right?
Oh, you put CM Punk.
Well, my second guy was CM Punk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck it lah. We put CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Miro, Malachi Black, and Cody Rhodes. There you go.
Fuck off. No Cody Rhodes on my team, don't worry.
All the ex-WWE guys versus the actual WWE guys.
No, funny enough, all my other guys are all AEW originals.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Okay, so CM Punk, Hangman Adam Page, Sammy Guevara. I really, okay, this is weird. Don't judge me, okay, for this.
Dark Order.
What?
No,
Dark
not Dark
Order.
Order. Fuck off. For me, I would put. I don't want to say him until the end, but I just put. I will put Dustin Rhodes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
nice. Okay.
Okay, so I think Dustin Rhodes, because I think he got a lot of history in Survivor Series, and I think he will have this. Okay, for me, it's a storyline perspective, right? I think he will have an emotional connection with WWE and like AEW, of course, with Cody Rhodes and all that. But I think like it will be cool that he feels very torn. Yeah, like he wants to defend AEW, but then like someone in WWE will probably like make him feel like a bit nostalgic. I don't know. So yeah,
With the
Dustin
return
Rhodes.
of Terry Reynolds.
Hey, she still looks good for her age, you know.
Sure. Everybody, thanks for sharing your thoughts, by the way. Jin Long says AEW would be Omega, Young Bucks, Punk, and Bryan Danielson. Irvin says Ciampa and Gargano versus Young Bucks. Ooh, I actually like that a lot. Yeah, I hope.
We never even think about the NXT people. So good.
NXT is now developmental, remember?
Yeah, that sucks.
Nicholas versus -1. Yes. Well done, Irvin. Well done.
Jokes, you guys.
I like it. Okay. I mean, if you here's the thing, like if you leave in all the champs, right? This card is quite easy to fill lah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean,
Actually,
you don't have to.
No, you don't have to. I just had a random thought, by the way. I feel like AEW should do this just to troll WWE. They should just put up their own AEW versus WWE Survivor Series 5v5 match. They
get WWE people, right?
No, the ex-WWE people.
The ex-WWE guys are-
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Fuck, Billy Gunn, what's his face? Dustin Rhodes, Malachi Black, Andrade El Idolo. They got so many now.
Bro, Big Show and Mark Henry, bro. Don't forget.
Oh god, and Big Show and Mark Henry. No, on the commentary booth, Big Show, Mark Henry, Excalibur.
All
Tony
the
Schiavone.
announcers also combined, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, actually, my WWE guy, I actually had one guy, but he's released lah. Fucking Keith Lee lah.
Okay, then no lah. He's not counted already lah.
Boo. Okay, then I had to delete him already. Okay, if it was me, I would have also put Ciampa. Ciampa, stalwart.
Poor thing, the only person from NXT that will make the cut at this point, right?
Yeah, he is. But I think I don't even think of it as he's an old school NXT guy.
Yeah.
So there's a difference.
Yuva, anybody we miss from either WWE or Team AEW?
So for me, right, when I was like doing this fantasy booking thing, right, I was approaching it from those WWE guys that were like diehard WWE. They were built there, with the exception of AJ Styles. And then the AEW guys who are original AEW guys and future AEW talent. So my team was Roman, Edge, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, and AJ Styles. So these are the
Seth Rollins.
WWE guys.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins. With the exception of AJ lah, because he's good everywhere lah.
Yeah.
And then for my AEW team, I had Kenny Omega, MJF, Darby Allin, Eddie Kingston, and Jungle Boy.
Oh, nice. So all the four pillars.
Yeah. So the new guys versus the OG WWE guys, just for like a present versus future sort of feud. And I wanted to see an MJF versus Drip King Seth Rollins face off.
Yeah.
So you got 5 guys, right? 5 on 5, right?
Yeah, thematically, I see what you were going there. Like, it's really brand v brand.
Yeah.
I'll rattle off my 5 and 5 lah. So on WWE I have Roman, I have Randy, I have AJ Styles, I have Ciampa, I have Big E. So I have like a mixture of like faces and heels lah. Then for AEW I have Hangman Adam Page, I have CM Punk, Sammy Guevara, Dustin Rhodes, and MJF. Okay, so why I choose the few is like for me, like Roman and Big E are like the stalwarts, the main pillar.
Yeah.
Randy, AJ, and Ciampa are veterans, but I like that they are all 3 of them are not necessarily, they are all fan favorites, but they can go in between heel and face, so they're a bit tweener. Because I want like this possibility that they might turn. Yeah. And then for AEW, I like that I have Hangman, Guevara, and MJF as the young current stars. CM Punk as the veteran, Dustin Rhodes as the veteran, but they have a WWE connection. So like that. So each got a potential where they might have like previous association with the other brands. Yeah. So that's mine.
Jin Long has the best comment of the day, by the way. What about Impact Wrestling 5 guys? Yeah, okay. I don't think any of us know any more than 2 guys from Impact Wrestling. One.
Oh, I know. Christian Cage.
Oh, fuck, man.
Kenny Omega.
Not counted lah, those 2.
Okay. Do you have the list of people who posted on IG story? I can actually list them out. Gaddafi, a couple of people actually gave their picks.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, let me rattle them out. Okay, so Jin Long actually posted. He said for AEW, Omega, Young Bucks, Punk, and Bryan Danielson versus Reigns, Lashley. A lot of people forget about Lashley, McIntyre, and Usos.
Ooh.
Okay. Kid said Styles, Roman, Braun Breaker, Rollins, and Nakamura versus Adam Cole, Moxley. Not good to mention Moxley.
Completely forgot about him.
Yeah, AD, Chris Jericho, and MJF. The Shadow has the best comment. For bro? They all will be released by Sunday.
True. Very true.
Okay. So 3R Fee actually have a women's WWE versus AEW one. Sasha, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Becky Lynch versus Riho, Ty Conti, NRJ, Ruby, and Britt Baker. I mean, it's an interesting mix. Both got stars and good potential. Okay, Lincoln Lee says...
Bro. We forgot Nyla Rose versus Nia Jax.
Is that an intergender match or...
Hey. Hello.
Hey.
That one... What? Talking about like how they'll injure the hell out of each other.
Bro, that one must be a ambulance match. False count anywhere, no disqualification. Okay,
shoot fight.
Okay, so Lincoln Lee is Reigns, Rollins, AJ, Drew, and he pronounced Lashley, but he spelled it as Lawley, Lolly. What the fuck?
Maybe he meant Mojo Rawley, bro.
Oh, is it? He misses him lah. Versus Omega, Adam Page, Malakai, Miro, and Danielson. So yeah, some WWE guys. Okay, Gaddafi says Kenny, Hangman, Moxley, MJF, Bryan Danielson versus Roman, Big E, Seth, Randy, and Drew. So it's really WWE stalwart versus AEW stalwart. Okay, I got one more. Okay, Cena, Orton, Rollins, Drew, and Big E, WWE guys versus Danielson, Punk, Mox, Hangman, and Cody. Oh, our first Cody guy on their roster.
Hey, bro, now I just thought of the best one already, bro. This is it. So you have all these other matches, right? But the mega super fight. Brock Lesnar versus Junior Dos Santos.
Bro, then where's King Velasquez, bro?
The special guest referee.
Fuck lah. I still want to see Tyson Fury. Apparently he wanted to fight Drew McIntyre, I think.
Oh, stop it.
Okay lah, give something like give Conor McGregor next year, bro. WrestleMania.
Okay, there you go.
He got no more career already, what? So
he can be special guest ring announcer, or maybe he can come out to the ring with Becky Lynch.
Becky is a heel, right?
Yes.
I mean, it will make make perfect sense, bro.
Jay Lethal versus Ric Flair, says Shiaz Grinder. A woo off. Let's go.
Fuck lah. Kurt Angle must be part of it somehow.
Okay, the referee.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
You all gotta start talking shit already. Start talking nonsense already after this.
Yeah, let's see. Somebody said Asuka versus Shira. Just because they're Japanese, they fight. No, Abaddon versus Mei Ying. The creepy women match. I don't know.
Okay, Toxic Attraction versus The Beautiful People. Sorry, that one just my fantasy. Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That one a different type of triple threat. Okay, anyway. Okay, well, there you have it. Technically you could argue for any combination, right? And
Yeah,
it would work.
for
It would be
sure.
a spectacle. So the closest I think we could ever get to it would be AEW New Japan, AEW Impact sort of a card. And
Oh, yeah. If you guys watched recently when I interviewed Billy Gunn, I actually asked him that question. So I asked him like, hey, what's the possibility of AEW and New Japan ever doing a supercard? And then he did mention that AEW and New Japan are in talks, and they said they will definitely want to do in the future WrestleMania level, like a huge stadium show, and they would love to get New Japan guys to fight in the card together. But if they were going to do it, they will probably need like the pandemic to open lah. But they want to do something on the WrestleMania super show level. So you might get a pay-per-view on its own going forward. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean that would be the way to counter a WrestleMania, right? To have their mega like interpromotional card, and it would make them stand out. So anyway, yeah, I think that about does it for our little fantasy booking here. Yuva, thank you so much for joining us on the show today to talk wrestling. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Hope you enjoy yourself, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, guys. Thanks for having me here, man. I had a good chat. Didn't even know the time flew by this much, but yeah.
I know.
We had a good time picking each other's brains.
Almost 2 hours already. So, okay, Survivor Series, you guys, is happening this weekend. So, enjoy it. I guess next Monday morning for us. So,
Yeah, I mean, we'll be here next week to review it, regardless whether it's good or bad. But let's hope it's a good show.
yeah. We set the bar so low already. It can only like go up from here, right?
Yeah, man. Okay,
Fingers
I think we
crossed.
should make a move. I don't want to take up so much of your time. I know it's a bit over the time that you told us, Yuva.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a great show. I hope you guys enjoyed the review for Full Gear, and enjoy Survivor Series. I'll try
Absolutely.
to at least.
Yuva, tell everyone where they can find you and tell them about the podcast if they're just dropping by wondering, hey, who's this guy? I like him. He's cool. Let me check out his podcast.
Thanks for the plugs.
For sure.
Okay, so yeah, I'm my name is Yuva, and I'm also a host in this podcast called Vadapoche Podcast. It's a VADAPOCHE podcast. Yeah, it's a Tamil and English podcast where we talk about we take a comedic spin on things that we talk about in pop culture and society as well. So yeah, if you guys ever interested, just look for the podcast. And yeah, I'm Yuva. Thanks for having me here, guys.
There you go.
Hey, please share with us your Instagram socials as well, so they can
mine,
DM you to thank you for today's episode. If you want.
The
forward-
youth, bro. The youth. It's a bootleg version of the Rocks one.
Foreign, do you have anything to plug before we go?
No man. So yeah, so please watch Deadlock or check out Deadlock if you still haven't listened to the song yet. But I'm also gonna be shooting a new music video soon, so there's gonna be more new music coming out early next year. Yeah.
Guys, watch this space. I will be on my Twitch channel later on this evening, so if you want to come and watch me finish Guardians of the Galaxy, the game, please drop by twitch.tv/MrYoung98. We'll also chat a little bit about my little adventure with COVID-19.
Yeah, man. Hey, I hope you're feeling much better. I hope you're gonna recover soon, bro.
Bro, my throat feels like sandpaper right now. It's crazy.
Okay, as long as you still can smell.
Oh,
You're
bro,
still good to go.
I can't smell what The Rock is cooking. You know, I had
damn.
kaya toast this morning, right? Like,
Really?
might as well have been crispy cardboard. Like what the hell? I feel the textures. I can feel the kaya. I can feel the butter. No taste.
Oh, shoot, bro. So like, how many more days in you have to lock yourself in?
Until Sunday.
Oh, okay, about a week more lah.
Yeah. So there's still a week more. Yeah.
Okay, bro. I
okay.
hope you have a good recovery, man. Anything,
Hey.
just let us know.
Hey, no worries, man. Guys, thank you so
care.
much for hanging out. Everybody, thank you for being here. Please check out the podcast on Spotify. If you missed any of it, you can catch the video on demand. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and hit subscribe as well. We will see you very soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Take it easy.
Take care. Have a good week.